Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Good evening. Well, evening here in the UK. So I thought I'd do a quick video and cover a few news stories that I've come across. Um, Chris hasn't been able to do any, so I thought I would do a little video myself and cover a few bits and pieces. Um, so first thing regarding Paul Thorpe and Danny, I guess. So a bit of a bit of sad news there from Paul, and yeah, I feel a bit bad for Danny really. This all seems a bit unnecessary. I mean, poor old Danny never used to say a lot really anyway, did he? So I don't know. It's a bit surprising really, but you know. But don't let that put you off too much, guys. Don't. This is just the sort of thing, to shut everybody down. So, um, yeah, I sympathise with Danny and Paul. They've had a bit of stick. So, but fair play. Keep at it, guys. Yeah, so I'm not going to dwell on that. Paul's made his video. He's laid it out. So, fair play to him. I'm sure if you haven't watched it, you will soon. So before I go on, guys, give us a thumbs up, please. Hit subscribe. Bit of a tongue twister for me. And please share the video, guys. I try not to make these videos too political. They are political, but I just kind of stick to what's there and don't get involved with too much of this, that, and the other, and whatever my political leanings. If anybody's really that interested, I would consider myself a conservative, or I would have always considered myself a centrist actually, but things have changed so much. I guess I'm centre right, or according to some people, I'm far right. But I would obviously disagree with that completely, and I would discourage anybody from being far right. That's all that palaver's not for me. But anyway, let's crack on. So the um, first thing I want to cover is this. So I pulled this from The Guardian, which I thought was an interesting place to take it from. Actually, it's the new Channel 4 documentary. Came out last night, the 30th of April. It's called Groomed, a National Scandal. And if you haven't watched it, I suggest you do. And I also suggest, if you haven't, watch another documentary which is on BBC iPlayer called Three Girls. So, yeah, the Three Girls is not quite a documentary, but it may as well be. But Groomed, a National Scandal is a documentary. I'd suggest you watch that. It's not a bad review actually from The Guardian. I'm not gonna read all of this, but it involves sexual grooming from 14-year-old, 11-year-old, 12, 13, and a loss of life of a 15-year-old Victoria Agoglia. Yeah. So that review of it is on The Guardian if you had any interest in reading that. The only thing what kind of caught my eye with it, down at the bottom of the review, it says the ethnicity of many of the men involved, of course, is what seems to have made the subject so unpalatable to the powers that be. So the I don't think I can say the. I'm not sure if I can say the word, but the P word, the P grooming, P heritage grooming gang, shall I say? I'm sure you know what I mean. I don't want to get snagged up in anything. Um, yeah, so they failed to mention that throughout, which just oh, that bloody thing. um, yeah, I'm not wishing to stir anything up or anything of that nature with any other racial communities. I've got no interest in that. But say it as it is, guys. Come on, this needs dragging in fully into the lake. I know most essays are committed by white English or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, because we are still currently the majority population, but we know the score. People should just call this what it is. No, it don't matter what race, religion, colour, creed, where you come from, nothing. You should all be outraged, and everybody should be shouting up for this. And the communities where it stemmed from, I know it's difficult for some of you, but stand up and speak out about it. Some have, and hats off to you. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to make this too long because you'll all get fed up and clear off. But before you do, give us a thumbs up, hit the sub, and make sure you share. If you wouldn't mind, thank you very much. Right. So anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. Give it a watch, guys. Grooming, a national scandal. Yeah, Channel 4, and Three Girls on BBC iPlayer. So next story, I actually came up with this. Um, came across this. Sorry. Oh, that bloody poster. Go away. Sorry about that. So I came across this a little while ago, and then while I was getting the stuff set up to do the video, there was an update. So this is from ITV News. There's been a 14-year-old arrested after a double stabbing leaves two teenagers in hospital in Kirkby. 14-year-old boy has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after two teenagers were stabbed. I don't know what's going to happen to this video, saying these are just ridiculous. I don't even know which words I'm allowed to say anymore, but there we go. So, police were called to Whitefield Drive in Kirkby at around 8:25 p.m. on Wednesday, 30th April. So this happened last night. This report only just come out, as far as I'm aware, anyway. So anyway, the boy suffered several wounds to the body, while the teenage girl had a single wound to the chest. Both are in a serious but stable condition in hospital. So I suppose that's one good thing that they're still with us. As well as the rest of the 14-year-old, police say they're searching for one more potential suspect. Now, there was another. Again, this is on ITV News website, guys. If you want to read the whole thing. Now, what was it? What caught my eye? Initial inquiries suggest there may have been an earlier incident in the Tithe Barn Lane area, and we believe that there are people who may have witnessed this. I would urge those people to come forward. So would I. So they placed a section 60 order in parts of Kirby. I'm not sure how long that'll last for. Oh, the order will be active from 6 p.m. and be in place for 24 hours and increased police. Um, there was another little bit here I wanted to just pick up on. Actually, I think that was in the other article, so I should have kept that open, really. Just check. Actually, no, here we are. It says, we know incidents such as this involving young people cause a great deal of concern for our communities. But I want the public to know we are working hard to proactively drive down knife crime in Merseyside. So just remember that. So at least they made an arrest, and the two teenagers are still with us. But like it says in the article, serious, but still with us. And this leads me on to my next article, which I found. So this is on Sky News website, actually. So, inside police efforts to crack down on violent knife crime in Manchester. Now, I do realise this is not where the incident we were just discussing was, but it's not far away. Sky News spent 2 months watching officers in Greater Manchester's Police's Operation Venture Unit as they tried to tackle knife and violent crime on the city's streets. Sorry, guys. I'm just saying my dog's. Excuse me, sorry. My dog had got out, so I couldn't see what it was. Right, sorry. So, and it goes on to say, I'd say the last 2 years, people they just don't care anymore. They're using knives and doing all sorts. PC Maguire, 28, speaks with authority of experience that comes from working in Greater Manchester's most high crime areas. I remember when I was a teenager, she says, you'd never really hear of people carrying a knife or anything, but now it's the normal thing to do. It's mad, she adds. And the picture there shows. Hang on, you can't see it. Give me a sec. Not that it really matters a lot, I guess. But there is PC Maguire on patrol. Her face is blurred because she also does undercover work for the unit. So it sounds as if PC Maguire is still part of the police service. PC Maguire is part of Operation Venture, an elite policing unit within Greater Manchester. Police set up to tackle serious, violent and knife crime. Over the past 2 months, we've been given exclusive views to watch them work. Moped chases. We're on a Friday afternoon vehicle patrol in South Manchester with another member of the venture team, Sergeant Mohammed Wakas, when his radio and that of fellow police officer PC Hodge, whose driving starts being their plainclothes teen, has spotted 2 youths in balaclavas on a moped weaving in and out of traffic. We suspect they're involved in some sort of knife point robbery, Sergeant Wakas says. The moped has also had its registration plates pulled off. Officers suspect it's been stolen. The team starts searching the streets and is flagged down by a passing driver, says he's just had to swerve to avoid hitting a moped. And the article goes. I can't read you all this, obviously, guys, because the article it's quite lengthy. But I would advise you go on Sky News. Yeah. and read this. This let me see. Let me just read a little bit more of it. Just give us a sec. A few hours later, during a patrol in Salford, we see the sorts of weapons they're up against. We're with PC Maguire again on vehicle patrol when a police camera flags a car with links to suspected drug supply. So they get into a box formation to stop the suspect's vehicle. You need to get a stop on before they have opportunity to get away. But after a brief pursuit through the dark streets, the car therefore pulls of own accord. The driver in his 20s is searched, as is his vehicle. Inside, along with baby buggies and car seats, officers find a knife in the glove box with a shoebox full of cash. There is said shoebox full of cash. Lucky boy. Officers estimate there's about £50,000. After brief questioning on site, the man tells officers he's been staying at a nearby house and admits there's another weapon there. A few minutes later, PC Ben Cartledge, another operation venture officer, comes out what's holding like a huge knife. It's a machete, he says. It was in the bedroom. It's extremely heavy and looks terrifying. And there is, there is said machete. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. It's for protection only, the arrested man says, when PC Cartledge arrests him on a further offence of having an offensive weapon in a private place. And a senior officer says there's that social media side of it. Sometimes they'll film themselves doing the robbery and sharing it around, and that becomes the normality. So then people will sometimes carry weapons to protect themselves. Jesus, what? Yeah, it's probably worth reading right through it because it's quite lengthy. Yeah, so Liverpool, I believe it was it Liverpool? But the incident I mentioned before this one. So they are doing the best to get on top of it, blah blah blah, and GMP says the last 2 years people are they just don't care anymore. They're using knives and all sorts. So that's encouraging, I must say. And so we got kind of, well, I wouldn't say they're exactly conflicting stories. One says they're doing the best, but then the other one says basically it's out of control. And they just don't care anymore. They being the people carrying these weapons. It's I don't know. I mean, knife crime has been a big thing in this country for years and years and years, but well, not big thing, has been a thing. But then I guess there was all sorts of crimes. I don't know. Seems to be all over. It's crazy. And like the officer said, they just don't care anymore. Says PC Maguire. So if that's what the officers on the streets, guys. At least in Manchester, I dare say that's probably the case. Right, so we'll leave that behind and move on to something else. I'll put the links into these. Shit, I should have left the page. So I'll have to go in my history. I'll put the links in the description for that article, and anything else, and this next thing I'm going to cover. So this is regarding India and Pakistan, the tensions which are going on in those two countries. There's not a great deal to say about this. You'll be happy to hear. I came across this. This is from BFBS, which is British Forces Broadcasting Services, Forces News. So I will put the link in for this, and you can watch it. And if you wanted to watch it, it just gives a little bit of insight into the title. As you can see, the title of the video is "Will India and Pakistan Go to War, and Who Would Win?" Sitrep podcast. And there's a little description in there. So what I'll do is I'll put the link to this, and it'll give you a little bit more insight and opinion. As it's British Forces Broadcasting Services, they obviously at least should have a better understanding of the geopolitical situation between these countries. They give a bit of information of sort of what it's about and what's gone on in the past, and what they predict will happen as far as conflict goes. So yeah, it was quite interesting. So I thought I would bring that up on the stream and put your link in the description. Just head over there and watch that. It will give you, obviously, as we've already seen in the previous week, it's so easy for this geopolitical conflicts in various regions, what are going on, to spill over into this country because of our diverse communities. Yeah, so give that a look if you want, guys. Just thought I'd put that up there for it. It is interesting. Gives you a little bit more insight, and yeah, hopefully you'll find that of some interest. So, oh, blimey, yeah, okay, right. So total change from that. Next subject. Get off. So I stumbled upon this morning on Tim Pool's podcast, Timcast. Again, I'll put a link to this. It's how long was the video? The video is about 30 minutes long. Watch a bit of it, watch none of it, watch some of it. I found it interesting. I don't know whether the chap he's interviewing is I don't know his background, but if Tim Pool's got him on his podcast, I dare say he's not totally uneducated about this issue. Never bloody Chrome's gone wobbly. Right, should be on. So, what this is in relation to is the power outages across Europe yesterday, and if you didn't know, there was outages in France, Portugal, and Spain, I believe. Maybe some other bits and pieces across Europe. It was reported that we had power surges to the UK national grid. Power surges recorded as well, but as far as I'm aware, we didn't suffer any outages. That's what this interview is about. It's regarding these power outages, and as it says here, a pothole in space. um, Now I'll give you a um, quick bit of info, but you're honestly better off listening to what this bloke says because he explains it better and whatever. But it's in regard to weak point or points in the Earth's magnetic field, and also to do with global pole shifting. Now, don't ask me if this is some weird conspiracy theory. I don't. I'm 99.9% sure it is. But like I say, watch this interview, and maybe even have a look at this other bloke if you like. You know, if you want to chase it. I haven't chased it down the rabbit hole, so I don't know. But it's all sounded pretty legit to me. And make your own mind up about it. Yeah, and maybe I'll look into it a bit further. I did find it really interesting, and a little bit scary as well, to be honest with you. But you'll get the idea of that if you just have a watch of that. Even if you just watch a bit of it, I think you'll pretty much get the gist. So now this caught my eye because again, staying on the subject of the power outages. Let me just light the cigarette. I'm sorry, guys, for smoking on the stream. I don't really like to, but I can't help it. No self-control. Yeah. So this took my eye. Same thing to do with the power outages. I'm not saying there's a connection or it was a cause, whatever. But oh no. Let me just do that. So, Harrods, latest retailer to be hit by cyber attack. Had restricted internet access following attempts to gain system access. It comes the day after the Co-op shut down parts of its IT systems to fend off a hack, while Marks and Spencer continues to deal with a cyber attack that has cost it millions of pounds in lost sales. Harrods said it's remained open and continues to operate its online sales. Let me just it comes as M&S has seen its operations severely hampered by a cyber attack. The firm disclosed last week. Customers are still unable to place online orders and shelves have been left empty in some stores. The police are investigating. Yeah. So there we go. Just 3 cyber attacks on major businesses: Harrods, Marks and Spencers, and the Co-op. So who knows what's behind that? Obviously there'll be loads of the usual suspects. I suppose they'll all be. I'll have to take that off because that's a poster for an event was finished. So I really ought to just delete it. He's popping up. But yeah, there's been all sorts of talk about why this power outage yesterday, weather, atmospheric anomalies, possible cyber attacks, and whatever. And then I came across this, so I thought, well, you know, it sort of links into the theories around the power outages in Europe. So, but yeah, three um, major stores. Well, M&S and Co-op are chains, so I don't know whether it's chain wide or just head offices or whatever. It seems in M&S stores is causing major problems. So yeah, we'll have to see if anything else pops up about that. I'll have to keep my eye open and see if any more of these apparent cyber attacks um, crop up. So hopefully that's not going to be a thing and stuff will start going down. But so sort of kind of getting away from this, but ish and not. Just out of curiosity, I did a search with uh, the Grok AI on X last night regarding prepping, because this is cropped up on one of my feeds here and there about prepping, whereas people prepare for outages, disruptions, disasters, I don't know, all manner of whatever, pretty much everything, I guess. So I thought, oh yeah, what's this about? So I had a little look around and I come across some prepping websites, UK preppers, and I don't know, it's the only one I can remember, but there's a few online. And I found it quite interesting. They have on there like food packs of freeze dried meals, which have a 25-year shelf life. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to keep my eye on how things are panning out. I might buy some of them and put them in the cupboard. So yeah, so I did a search on Grok and asked him a few questions regarding that, and asking should I stock up, as in, preppers. I can't remember the exact word I used, but I used the prepping thing, and Grok knew what I was talking about. So initially he's going, no, everything. Sort of basically, you should be all right. If you're a bit paranoid, get a bit of stuff in. If not, don't sort of worry too much. So okay. But Grok had got the idea that was mainly worldwide I was talking about. So I narrowed it down to the UK, and so yeah. Still nothing really to worry about. Maybe a little bit more risk due to um, issues going on in the UK. So I suggested if I really wanted to, maybe get some supplies in to last between 1 or 2 weeks. So fair enough. And not much to worry about then, Grok. So then I thought, well, while I'm here, I'll throw in a couple of variables. Now, we know the economy's a little bit wobbly. So I thought, okay, well, what about if we have a recession? So Grok's response was, that's then a bit more serious. The chance of unrest and disruptions and one thing and another, strikes and this, that, all loads of different things. Yeah, the AI gave, and suggested that I should get, if I was concerned, get get supplies in to last. I think it was 2 to 6 months worth. No, just gonna have a fucking I'm gonna have to have a shed or something to put all my prepper supplies on. So okay. So if the conflict in India and Pakistan escalates, what's the chance of it spilling over into the UK? And it was basically, high possibility. So I then asked again about So what about my supplies if that happens as well? So I've given it a couple of extra scenarios, which are, they're quite feasible. We could get a recession, and we could have different communities kicking off due to other conflicts or to conflict in other parts of the world. So Croc said, if that happens, I'll stock up for between 6 months and 2 years. No, 12 months and 2 years. So yeah, so that helped me get to sleep last night. Not thinking, oh my word, what do I do? I can't afford to buy bloody 12 months worth of food and water. I'm actually looking to getting some. They're probably absolutely disgusting, but like I say, they got these freeze dry meals with a 25-year shelf life. So maybe few quid's worth. I can't afford much, but perhaps a few quid's worth if things go a bit wobbly for a week or two, and some bottled water and just a few buds and sods. I think it's worth considering. Not trying to make anyone paranoid or freak you out, but I thought since it's got such a long shelf life, at least there's plenty of time to use it. So anyway, I'm going to move on now, guys. But last story, and this is actually a good news story. So I hope you've stuck with me this long, so we can just share this little story, and it's a very good news story. So let's just see if this will. Rather than that, let me just let me just do this because it wouldn't come up. I'll just put this up the screen, and this is again it's on Sky News, but it's elsewhere. So, British woman Ethel Caterham becomes oldest person in the world at 115 years old. Ethel Caterham, who lives in a care home in Surrey, has taken the mantle at 115 years and 252 days. Longevity quest confirms. A British woman has officially become the oldest person in the world at the age of 115, according to the Guinness World Book of Records. Ethel Caterham, who lives in a care home, Surrey. Mrs. Caterham sets multiple records, including being the last living person to be born in 1909. She's also the youngest person to be named the oldest. She's also the youngest person to be named the oldest woman in the last 12 years. Sorry, but that don't make any sense to me. She is the youngest person to be named the oldest. That don't make sense to me. There's a puzzle for you there, guys. Make sense of that. Make sense of that. She is also the youngest person to be named the oldest woman in the last 12 years. I guess that must mean that she's the current oldest woman in the world then. God. Well, I'm dumb to stick anyway, so it's probably just me. She outlived her husband Norman, who died in 1976, and both of her children, Jem and Anne. Well, such a shame. Asked what her secret to long life is, she told the Salisbury Journal, "Say yes to every opportunity because you never know what it will lead to. Have a positive mental attitude and everything in moderation." Oh dear. Mrs. Caterham remains in good health and enjoys sitting in the garden at her care home, which has been named Ethel's Garden in her honour. And Ethel was born in Hampshire, 21st of August 1909. Blimey. So some bit more information about Ethel there. She met her future husband, a British Army major, at a dinner in 1931, and the pair married in Salisbury Cathedral 2 years later, and lived in Hong Kong and Gibraltar with Postons. And on the couple's return to the UK, they settled in Surrey, where she gave birth to their daughters. Jem died in the early 2000s, and Anne, aged 82, in 2020. Well, there you go. Well done, Ethel. You keep cracking on. And wish you many, many more years to come. Ethel's there with a big smile on her face. I said a little bit of good news, guys. Warms the cockles of your heart. Looks such a lovely lady. And there's absolutely no chance I'd make it to 115 with. I'm just about clapped out now. But if I did, I wish I looked as young as Ethel did. And that was posted today, 1st of May 2025. So well done, Ethel. And that'll be Ethel's birthday in August. 21st of August of this year. So not too long, Ethel, and you'll be 116. Yay! So well done. I hope you have many more years. As long as you're happy, my love. God bless you. All right, guys. So that's it. I'm gonna call it. Give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Leave some comments, guys. I always read the comments. I promise you, I always read the comments. Leave some comments in. Let me know if you want me to do a little bit more live stream and maybe get some of you on and get you involved a little bit. Or just comment in, and we'll continue trying to make videos and bring a little bit of stuff where I don't crop up quite so commonly. Some will be, but whatever. But yeah, I hope you'll enjoy the rest of your morning, day, evening, wherever you are in the world, and you'll stay safe. Lots of love to you all. God bless you, and yep, we'll hopefully see you soon. So leave a comment, guys. See you soon. Bye.